are listening to the Chompcast, the official podcast of Sword Chomp. And remember, you can always go to swordchomp.com, where you can access the many places our podcast is available for download. But if you're listening to the show right now, that means you found us. So welcome to the madness that is the Chompcast. You can also head on over to patreon.com/swordchomp if you'd like to support us financially. Either way, we thank you for taking the time to check out the show. And what a show it is. As the sun sets on our summer of guests, the sun rises on the redemption arc and the story of No Man's Sky. As we discuss No Man's Sky next, we get a chance to finally cut through the Metacritic bullshit as we slice through the lies with our proverbial middle fingers and discuss our favorite games that critics hated for the topic of the show. Randomly generating some exciting polls for our listeners to keep them on our toes this week. Bloop, bleep, 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 bloop, bleep, bleep, bloop, bleep. That's me generating polls. And we have some amazing poll topics that people have voted on at the Sword Chomp Instagram. Poll topics including, would you sacrifice your child to save the world? Twitter? Do you even like the taste of water? JRPGs? And that Glass trailer. Fish sent me the second kit came out. We also have some Patreon shout-outs at the end of the show. All that and more on this week's Chompcast. But let's get to some introductions, get to the crew here. I gotta save Fish to the end because the Fish joke this week is just too depraved for mankind. Up first, from Japan, the Professor, Shay Layton is here. And Shay, can you imagine? I was thinking about this today as we were our topic of the show. You know, big Tinder guy here, obviously. That's the running joke on the show, and of course, a truth. Yeah. Can you imagine if Tinder had ratings or like reviews? Like if women could leave like a little score, like, oh, took Shay home last night, 3 out of 5.
I would hope she'd
bathroom
rate me
clean,
a 9 out of 11.
service substandard.
Oh,
clean bath.
You guys missed my really piss poor joke. I would hope she rate me a 9 out of 11 because I was bomb.
Well, that's, confidence. That's the key, really.
No, we're not keeping that joke. We cannot keep that joke.
That's a good joke. What's wrong with that? That's not even a bad joke.
I said 9 out of 11. It was bomb.
9/11.
Oh, I just got that. Oh my god.
It took him a while.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now we have to keep it in for your shame.
No, we're not keeping that in. We're not.
Yeah.
I would hope she would rate me a 5 out of 7.
You just couldn't melt my loins.
You're really going to cause him editing issues if you're going to try and sabotage the beginning of the show, goddammit.
All right. Let me restart. God damn it,
No,
we can't leave that in, dude.
Josh is going to leave it in. He's going to leave it in. I know it.
No.
We know that you don't.
That reminds me actually of a Black Mirror episode, the one with Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like where they rate everyone off of interactions with each other. That would be that'd be an interesting way to operate not social media, dating apps. But I think it'd be fucked. Like you just look at someone's profile, they're a 2 out of 5. They got fucked up teeth. You know how much suicide rates would increase off of dating apps?
Dude, it would be worse than that, Shay. It would be like, yeah, this Morgan guy, really sweet and cute, but his dick is the size of my pinky. 1 out of 5. And then I'd be like standing on the edge of a building. Yeah, Josh holds his pinky up to the webcam.
And then you would whip out the guitar. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking.
You drop more Creed references than anybody. He's always got a Creed reference.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Creed's that bad, and I think everyone gives them shit because they just go with the flow. I mean, I'm not going to say they're a great band, but they had a couple of good songs.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that, Shay.
They kind of did get lumped in with every other goat lead singer sounding motherfucker from that era, so...
That's true. I mean, like, Scott Stapp's singing abilities are not optimal, but I
Well,
don't think they're that bad. I don't think they're that bad.
Well, yeah, for it to be a legendary band like Creed, I hate saying those words coming out of my mouth, but for a period they were. That, you don't have to be, like, Korn was considered a legendary band. He's not really a great vocalist traditionally. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Shay, to a point. Like, the singles were always kind of cringy. But, if back in the day, Creed had some all right songs, if you dug around on those CDs.
That's true. I was just thinking about how you said Korn is legendary. And I was thinking the only time they were considered that is if you went into a Montana trailer park. That's about it. I wouldn't say anywhere else considered them legendary.
Come on. TRL, man. When we were kids, remember that? Remember that TRL? We all owned at least one. How many Korn CDs did you own, Shay?
0.
0?
Oh, I did not like Korn.
Wow.
All right, I want to hear from Fish now. Fish. How many Korn CDs?
I got 2.
2.
Children of the Corn and Issues.
Okay. All right, so we've got 2
that
zeros,
I
a
thought
2,
that was a movie
and
reference.
I assume carried Korn's baby for Morgan. So, that averages out at 2. So,
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't follow the leader, Fish. That was the TRL hit when we were in high school. Remember that? Remember TRL, that weird show that was played 5 seconds of the music video and people would vote on it? Fucking horrible show that was.
Yeah. Wait,
anyway.
I think, is it called Follow the Leader, their second album? Or I thought it was Children of the Corn. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe that's the name of the song.
Yeah, our Korn knowledge is a little rusty, to say the least.
It is.
But
I only have 2 CDs, though. And I enjoy, Follow the Leader the most out of them. Okay. Though I will say there is one song from their new album that I really, really like.
Oh. Been known to still throw some new Korn.
Personally, I think Follow the Leather was their best album, with Dave being the guest vocalist on every track.
Follow the Leathers, yeah, it's true. It's the best advice you can give anybody. Just follow the leather.
That's the pinnacle of their era.
But yeah, so we're thankful, in summation, that Tinder does not have reviews, because part of the magic of Tinder is pulling the ruse on as many people as you can. So I think we'd all agree that that's true. So, although
ruse of a news,
you take that little micro over to Japan, and your score on Tinder might just start to skyrocket.
This joke is going off the rails.
That's not a stereotype at all. Or maybe it's on the rails. I was thinking about that today, that the only thing that keeps my family keeps me in line. They're the only thing that keeps me from doing a rail off a stripper's ass crack on a regular basis. But we're glad you're here, Shay. Couldn't be happier to have you on the show. Joshua Fowler is here, and Josh, this is great. Every time you type something now that I've updated my Skype, it just pops up on the screen. So I can just see all the.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's like right over your face. It's nice and bright and vivid. And now I know all the jokes you secretly type behind my fucking crotch rocket blasting by. See? There you go.
Yeah.
There's a motorcycle driving by your house.
Yeah,
and you're upset by it.
I don't know if that was actually in the recording, but now you all know.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, but.
Okay.
Damn crotch rockets. Josh, topic of the show. I'm sure we could do an endless list of the amount of games that I love that you hate. That could be a show unto itself.
It could. It'd be the biggest cause of depression in North America if we ever released it, though. So
true.
Probably better for, public health not to.
It's public service, is that what we're doing?
Yeah. You all owe us
and
for
me.
not creating that.
I'm still working on that list, Slowly over time, turning those games around. But yeah, Josh, we are glad you're here today, of course. From Michigan. Nice and drunk. He's getting there. He's in a happy place.
I am. It's nice.
Speaking of a happy place, wavering between insane and completely depraved, Anthony Fisher, a.k.a. the Filipino Johnny Depp, a.k.a. Fish, is here. And Fish's introduction, we have a surprise for you guys, all right? You have to narrate this on webcam.
Narrate
Shay,
on webcam?
Yeah, for our listeners.
Okay.
So this is a visual gag, okay? So Fish is a surprise for you guys. I'm going to start singing the music, Fish, and then slowly reveal your surprise. Are you ready? This is a big moment, all right? Dun, 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 dun. What is that? Can you hear it? Oh, yeah. No reaction?
So, I've always wanted to know,
Relapse.
what do midichlorians taste like?
Delicious.
Okay.
They are.
All right.
They taste like let's see here.
You know, I always assumed shrimp.
Fish is vaping.
I don't know why. Shrimp. They seemed like sort of a shrimpy flavor.
Sea monkeys, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
the flavor here. That's the
When
flavor
Fish was
that
a
I
kid,
had.
You're offsetting your diet with a nice healthy dose of smoking daily. Attaboy. I'm proud of you. You're doing real great things there, Fish.
I've had a stressful week, and it was my only go-to as far as coping. So I'm not proud of it, but
Couldn't go running.
You
Couldn't
should
lift
be
weights.
I've been doing that, Shay. I've been doing that. I've been eating healthy. I've been fasting.
Couldn't have rubbed one out.
I don't want to say that to our
Don't make
listeners.
excuses, Fish. You own it. You say, I don't give a fuck. I'll pollute these goddamn lungs with my vape. You say it.
That too. But
That was
I've been
option
doing that
number
for
one,
about 3
Fish.
years.
Yeah.
Fish,
We
can you
know.
hold it up? I need a picture for the VIP. Can you give me a nice, good shot of that vape for the VIP Instagram?
What you got
There
there,
it
Fish?
is. Relapse. That's part of the VIP Instagram.
Yeah.
Ex-vaping addict and recovery. No, my fucked up joke this week was basically, it's been weird. So, Josh, there's this new thing they have in No Man's... Well, Josh is typing now, so I'm very distracted.
Okay.
That reminds...
That's great. I am so happy I can distract all of you
I
now.
can see all your secrets. Do you guys see that too when Josh says stuff? And just pop it?
Yeah. I've mastered it, though. I learned to just read it, look at Josh, make eye contact with him, and then smile politely and nod my head.
Is that what you do with your wife too?
That's what I do with everything in my life.
With all human species. Everyone's just politely nod. Oh yeah, but see, it's tricky though because oh no, see now Shay's saying terrible things that I can't repeat on the podcast. But Josh has a good idea. You got to get that sword chomp licensed vape made, Fish.
Yeah, I need to
If
talk
you're
to
gonna
my
embrace it,
talk to my friends at Fusion Vapor. See if we can get a sword chomp licensed
Yeah.
flavor made for us.
That'd be awesome. Something to go along with like the colors of our logo. Maybe a raspberry,
Yeah.
blueberry.
I don't
Yeah.
have to smoke it. But yeah, people love that. People eat the fruity shit up. I don't know why, but they do.
Fruity shit. Straight off the trail.
No. You could
No, I do. I need to talk to their CEO. He's a good friend of mine. I was thinking, you know what? I've not seen it before. We need to get ourselves like a nice Scotch flavored vape for us. That would be that'd be nice.
They have
Yeah.
do they have Scotch flavor?
I think they've made like
They probably
vodka
do.
type flavors, and I don't know how well they translate. I never tried them before,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're as popular as like the fruitier flavors.
Yeah.
Or the dessert. Actually, dessert is more of the popular type of stuff that bakers go for.
Yeah. They make a lot of good dessert ones. I need to talk to him. I need to talk to Shane. See what we can do.
Tangential vaping aside, anytime I see Fish, taking the dark